Hello. What's going on? We are live. I just love saying that. Don't you love saying that when you go live? We are live. So, want to come on and chat with you about excuses. I know nobody watching this tonight ever uses excuses. I see Danielle Rowe already shared it out. Thank you, Danielle. You're awesome. That means you get to be up on the screen first. Thank you. Mark Rodriguez just shared this out. Lord have mercy. Look at you all going on. James Baudouin, Jeffrey Wolf. Wow, look at all these freaking rock stars I got in the house. What is going on? Kimberly in Kansas. How are you, Kimberly? Kimberly just shared it out. Boom. Look at that. You guys freaking rock. So I got to do this before I get going on something. Jeffrey, yeah, see you, dude. I'm sure you got something else to do. What's up, Larry Schneider? Greg Crane from Canada, eh? What's going on, bro? All right, so I got to give a huge shout out to my dear friend, Nazira Jamal. She sent me this book all the way from Canada. So, you know, it costs like $6,000 to send this book. So, Nazira, thank you so much. I look forward to reading it. Look, she even put a really nice personalized note in it. I'm not going to let you read it. Jeffrey Wolf just shared it out. What's going on? Jeffrey Wolf just shared it out. So I am really excited to read Nazira's book. She was on my show. Her book is called Life Reset. And there is a picture of Nazira on the back. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman, beautiful soul, amazing, amazing human being. So thank you for sending that to me, Nazira. I look forward to reading it. Hello from Puerto Rico. How are you? Cindy, what's going on? All right, so let me tell you, I just got to tell you something. First off, do I look better than I did the last time you saw me? I'm just kidding. I feel 1,000 times better than I did just 2 days ago. And let me tell you why. I was feeling very tired, lethargic. I don't know, all of the things that, you know, just feeling like not sick, just not a bunch of energy. I didn't have a lot of energy. The book is Life Reset by Nazira Jamal. Life Reset by Nazira Jamal. Look at that. It looks like that's my finger, and it's not. I don't wear polish. But anyway, so a couple of days ago, so we're getting ready to go on a little family beach trip. And over the last few months, I may have put on a little bit of extra, we'll just call it COVID-19 pounds. So a couple days ago, I said to my wife, I said, look, unless we want to look like a couple of whales on the beach that we're going to, we should probably do something about that. And unfortunately, no matter how much I meditate, I can't seem to like stay in shape just through meditation or positive thought. So I said, let's start freaking working out again, and let's make it happen. And so we both started working out again, really intensely working out. And just in the last 2 days, I've already dropped several pounds. Can you believe that? I can't believe it, honestly. I'm like, is this all water weight? What is going on? So we we started working out, I can already feel a difference. I see it in my complexion. I feel it in my energy levels. I feel it in my the way I think. I feel it in everything. And I thought, what? Okay, so right now I'm in pain. My muscles hurt. They do hurt, but I'm like a million times better. I mean, I literally feel a million times better. I'm like, I can't even believe it. I'm like, what was the excuse I was using? Like, what was it? I don't even remember what it was. I honestly don't. What was my excuse for not like I did 75 hard last year, finished it at the end of November. So did my wife. And we loved it. We lost 30 pounds each, about that, and never looked better, never felt better in my life. And I'm like, holy crap, how in the world did I allow excuses to come creeping back into my life? How did that happen? Hey, Ken, how long did it take to grow that ponytail? Long time, man. It took a long time. So like, what are the excuses that you're using? Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. If you've not downloaded my free ebook, by the way, thanks for bringing that up, Brian. Go get it. Go to 100livestreamingideas.com or just 100livestreamideas.com. Either one of them will take you there, and get a free copy of my ebook. 100. Somebody type that in. www.100livestreamingideas.com. Would you do that for me? I'll throw it up on the screen. So look, I'll make up. That's it, dude. Colin, you're right, man. I'll make up for it tomorrow. Then that's it, man. Like, oh man, I got so many appointments. I've got so many things going on. I got to get this done. I got to get that done. I have this meeting. I have that meeting. I have this Zoom, then all of a sudden, and it was happening to me today. I didn't work out this morning. I couldn't. And this afternoon thank you, Brian. Thank you, brother. There it is right there. Click on that, go over, download a free copy of my new ebook, 100 Live Stream Ideas, right there. So, I thought, I don't know, it was about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't remember the exact time. Thank you, Azil. Thank you, Jeffrey Wolf. Thank you, Azil. I appreciate it. And I hope I'm saying your name right. But, so I thought, I'm using excuses, and I said it today. I was like, no, you gotta go change right now into workout clothes and get out there. It literally was 90 degrees today, 90 degrees in Ohio. It was snowing in Ohio 3 weeks ago. It was 90 degrees today. Like, what? But I stopped telling myself all of those excuses. Like, well, just get back at it tomorrow. I had that argument with myself. Just get back at it tomorrow, man. You got too much to do. But I was sitting here going, dude, you're feeling tired right now. You're feeling like you want to take a nap. You're feeling lethargic. You're feeling like, stop, get your butt up and go do it. Go for the run/walk. Hey, for me right now, that's a workout. Okay. So I am telling you, clearly a sign of the end times. So I am telling you, well, there you go, James. I wasn't going to say it. He said it, not me. He said it, not me. Arlene Patrick, you're welcome. What's that mean? Did I miss something here? Hi, Arlene Patrick. Thank you. Oh, wow. Arlene, thank you for being a first responder is right. Thank you. So that's that's it right there. That little I'm going to keep it PG, that little B voice that's telling you, dude, just do it tomorrow. Just do it tomorrow. And then I'm listening to the Ultimate Jim Rohn collection on Audible. Amazing. It's like everything Jim Rohn ever said. And it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm like, I'm just going to put my AirPods in and I'm going to get out and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the 3 miles that I do. And it's a loop thing that I do about 3 miles. And I'm just going to deal with the heat, whatever. I mean, I was complaining about how cold it was 3 weeks ago. So let's dig the heat. So is Scott McKain on here? Holy moly. I was on Scott's show today, by the way. Scott, thank you for inviting me to be a guest on your show. That was absolutely incredible. And I actually got a phone call. Scott, I need to tell you about this. I got a phone call from somebody that's in the Ohio chapter of the National Speakers Association. And as it turns out, I don't know this gentleman, but he follows your show. He watches our show. By the way, if you guys don't follow the Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott, we have a show on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, where it's me and Glenn Morshower and Scott McKain, and we get on and we had the amazing Jeffrey Gitomer on this past week. But we always have amazing guests, and if we don't, we just have an amazing time. So we've had Larry Wingett on. We've had Kyle Wilson, Jim Rohn's business partner for 18 years. We've had some amazing guests on the show. Hey, Scott, this guy said he was like, wow, man, you really started dropping some nuggets. And so the Ohio chapter of the NSA wants me to speak at their meeting this coming Thursday as a result of being on your show, Scott. So, yeah. So anyway, thanks for having me on. And I'm going to be speaking to all the Ohio NSA chapter members this Thursday. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, I know Wow is right. Wow is right. Exactly. So that's what I thought. Wow. Greg Crane says the Sunday night show is awesome. Thank you, Greg. We do like to have fun. Scott was talking today. He said, a buddy of mine said, well, you've got this Ken guy in Ohio and who does this live streaming stuff. You've got Glenn Morshower, who's an actor on movies and TV shows, and then Scott McKain, the speaker, the international speaker. And what do you guys talk about? And Scott goes, well, we talk about 90 minutes and we have a good time. It's a lot of fun. So make sure you're following the Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott Facebook page and watch us on Sunday nights. It's a lot of fun. So what is the excuse that's holding you back? I want to know, what is the excuse? I started walking 2 days ago and getting in a little bit of sprints here and there just to get my heart rate really going and get sweating really good. And I mean, I've already lost a few pounds in just 2 days. And I feel, just the feeling, like the clarity of thinking, I feel more intelligent. Is that weird to say? I feel smarter. It's weird. Like you don't even realize what not moving your body, what not working, you don't even realize what it's doing to you. And you would think that after almost 52 years on this planet, I would know by now. But, sometimes it takes a lot for me to learn. And so getting out and in the really hot heat, 90 degrees in Ohio, by the way, is like 130 in Vegas. Like it's hot because it's super, super humid too. So it was extremely hot. I'm not kidding. But, again, so what? So what? Get out, move your body, and I'm telling you, it will change your life. Or don't, whatever. I don't care. I mean, I do. I care about you, but if you don't care about you, I'm not going to care about you more than you do. But, think about this. What are the excuses that are holding me back? What are they? I have my book right here, Walls of Wisdom, Turning Pain into Profit. Do you know that I had excuses for 25 years? I had been talking about writing a book for 25 years. 25 years. I had talked about it. I had been told, you need to write a book. People told me, you need to write a book. I had said, yeah, I'm a gonna. This guy came to my office one time to help me train my salespeople. He had worked with Zig Ziglar years before, selling door to door, selling pots and pans door to door. Worked in the same company. And this guy says he comes in, he's training my salespeople, and he picks one out that worked for me that had this great. Jerry said, yes, my book is available on Amazon, Walls of Wisdom, Turning Pain into Profit. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jerry said about this dude that was working for me, sales guy. He said, you know what he is? He calls me to the side. You know what that dude is right there? And I said, what? He said, he's one of those I'm a gonna doer guys. I said, what? He said, I'm a gonna doer. He's a I'm a gonna doer. I'm a gonna do this and I'm a gonna do that. I'm a gonna do this or I'm a gonna do that. What is the excuse that's holding you back? It's too cold. It's too rainy. It's too hot. It's too much pollen in the air. It's too dusty. It's too humid. What is it? It's too much money. It's too expensive. It's too scary. There are people that I work with, that I've worked with, that I've coached, that have paid me thousands of dollars that should be going live, and they don't. What's up, Frank Cranitti? Yo, Frank Cranitti. And they don't go live. They don't come up with a plan. They haven't bought my course. They haven't gotten involved in anything. Frank says it's too much work. Corey Calvin says, I hate money, I quit. Corey is like one of my most consistent students. The dude at least is going live all the time. He's killing it. Frank Cranitti said, that's me. Look, here's the thing. And I heard Jim Rohn say it today as I was listening, as I'm listening to this. And he says, you can have excuses or you can have results, but you cannot have both. And I don't know if he originated that or Zig did or who did. Because of your coaching, Ken, I was live with Forbes Riley yesterday. Wow, dude. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. You've got to drop the excuses. And this is not a judgment statement, okay? I'm saying it to remind me, not you. Me. I'm saying this to remind me that I got to lose the excuses. I got to lose the excuses. Hey, Frank, I have been live for 20 minutes and 24 seconds today. That's this live. I have not been live at all today. And yesterday is one of the very rare days that I didn't go live at all. And I didn't see you live anywhere. Just saying, not judging, just saying. Like, look, again, I'm not, do what you want to do. I don't care. I don't care if you ever go live. You don't have to go download my book. You don't have to go take the course. You don't have to do any of that. Stay absolutely right where you are. If you're comfortable there, stay comfortable, man. Stay comfortable. But here's one thing I do know is this. Hold on. One thing I do know for sure is there's no such thing as a flat line in business. You're either going up and growing or you're going down. If you're on a flat line, that's an indicator that you are getting ready to crash unless you start taking different actions. Different actions. If you're on a flat line in the hospital, it's over. Like, you're dead. That's it. I don't have a product unless it's just me. Not sure the world is ready for that. Well, Cindy, I disagree. I disagree. And here's my point. There is something that you are really good at, really good at. Here's the crazy part, okay? There are people that I know that are unbelievable cooks. I mean, absolutely unbelievable cooks. They have recipes that nobody else on planet Earth has. Okay? That have never done a video, a live stream. They never done this. See, I'm live not just on Facebook. I'm live right now on several Facebook pages, 2 YouTube channels, Periscope, and Twitter. How do you get attention? The way you get attention and get your message out. Cindy, there's something that you're really good at. There's something you are really, really good at. And by keeping it all to yourself, do you feel like you're giving back to the world or being selfish? Frank Criniti. Frank Criniti is one of the top car salespeople on planet Earth. One of the top, one of the very, very best. Dude, if you're not getting your message out there, helping other people, eventually that causes you to go down. Same with me. Eventually, if you don't get your message out and you don't help people, it's not going to help you. Eventually it will hurt you. And I mean, look, I see Joe Ingram just joined. Joe does a thing every week called War Games. I've been a speaker on there. It's a sales training thing that he does. And he does it live. He does it on Facebook Live through Zoom, and he has people come on and share their knowledge and their wisdom and help other people. And he doesn't charge for that. He's just doing that. He helps other people. That's giving back. And as a result, Joe's very blessed. Frank Criniti is a huge giver. Huge giver. I mean, huge. He's got this humongous charity group over in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, called the Delco Group. Huge giver. And I mean, I know the numbers. I know the numbers, and it's crazy the return that you get on giving to other people. The return is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You know, and just today, if I look through the phone calls today that I've received and made, it's absolutely insane. Mark Victor Hansen, Shaka Dyson, Dr. Doug McCloy, Anna Lyada, who, Anna, if you see this, return my call. She might be traveling though. She's the president of the National Speakers Association nationally. You know, the phone calls, the emails, the messages, all of the interactions that I have on a daily basis compared to where I was 5, 6 years ago is absolutely unbelievable. It is night and day. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, bro? Good to see you here. Corey Calvin. Joe just tagged me. That's all right, dude. Like, I have been, and you guys, a lot of you that have followed me for a while, you've heard the stories of me giving away my last $20, and literally within 15 minutes, somebody handed me hundreds of dollars in a business transaction. You know, you got to put down all of your excuses. You have to put them down. I went out 2 days ago and I started walking and running again. Last night I was feeling great. This morning I woke up sore. This afternoon I didn't have the time this morning. I just didn't have the time. This afternoon I'm like, okay, you know what? It's really hot. It's 90 degrees out there. It's humid. I'm just not up for it today. I'll do it. I'll start back over again tomorrow. And I'm not doing the 2-a-days. I'm not trying to do 75 hard again. I'm just trying to get back into shape and really work out hard. And I've been doing that the last 2 days. So I went out today and did 3 miles and it was hot. Now, honestly, the first mile, I looked down at my watch. I'm like, wow, I got 1.12 miles in or whatever it was. And I was like, I'm not even sweating. Holy crap, this is going to be great. I'm not even going to have to sweat today. And then within half a mile, it was like, boom, my glasses are fogged up. I probably look like a whack job walking around. It was so hot. I was just drenched in sweat. And by the time I got back here, I was like, wow, my gosh, I just sweat my rear end off and had to take a shower. But you know what? I feel like $1 million. And not just because of the workout. There's also this thing called the whatever you call it, the placebo effect. I don't care what you call it, but it's the wow, I accomplished what I set out to do feeling. I did what I said I was going to do for myself to feel better, more healthy, to be more healthy. I did it. Wow, we met in the beginning of 2017. That's incredible. Joe drove like 7 miles today. Awesome. That sounds really healthy. When motivation exceeds fear, you will easily overcome it. That's it, dude. It's all fear. It's all fear. It is all fear. We all have the excuses. We all have them. And guess what? They're just excuses. Go download my new ebook, 100livestreamingideas.com. And that's so awesome, Cindy. Good for you. Congratulations. Keep going. Keep going. You know, listen. Excuses are very, very powerful. They're very, very powerful. Most people live an entire lifetime on excuses and then get put in the grave at whatever age, because we all die eventually. But man, I mean, are you going to die with your music still in you? Are you going to leave this world with your music still in you? Are you going to go to bed tonight and say, I left it all on the playing field today? I gave it everything. I gave it everything. I gave up my excuses and I gave it everything. There's been so many times when I lay my head down on the pillow, knowing deep in my soul that I didn't give the day everything. I half-assed it. I did not give it everything. Many, thousands of times, thousands upon thousands. When do you stop going to bed feeling like that? Or do you even think about it? Is your life on so much on autopilot that it doesn't even cross your mind to think about that? I know mine has been. So look, I'm not judging you. I'm literally talking about myself. The numbers of times that I have gone to bed knowing I didn't give it all. Knowing that. Will you do 75 hard? Yes, I will. As soon as we're back from Florida, I'm not doing it on vacation again. No way. Yes, I will. I will. Can't ain't an option. Make it happen. Attack your fears. That's right, dude. There's Mark Gassert. Look, I can tell you that, you know, I made a little video yesterday. I didn't post it. I forgot that I made it until just this moment. But I made a little video, and in the video, I was out walking. It was my first day out walking, and I run. I do sprints here and there too to, again, get my heart rate up. Then I slow down and walk for a while, and then I sprint, and then I slow down. And I think those are called intervals, right? I don't know what they're called. I like it because it really gets my heart rate way up, and then I can, slow it back down. But in this video, I said excellence comes from action. Comes from action. Period. Excellence. And I might as well have said results, because results come from action as well. Take action. Lose your excuses, man. I'm saying it to you and to me. High intensity intervals. Thank you, James Baudouin. That's what Siri says when I tell her to call you, dude. James is a good dude, client of mine. Good friend. So look, I'm just saying that I finally gave up my excuses. And I started taking action yesterday. That action carried over into today. That action will carry over into tomorrow. I will work out again tomorrow. I will work out again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Excusers are losers. And dude, I get that. I get that. But here's the thing, man. I'm not calling anybody a loser. I've made more excuses than anybody on this stream in my life. I have. I've made so many freaking excuses in life. I've almost died many times because of my excuses for not admitting that I was a raging alcoholic, not admitting that. Instead, I kept drinking, kept using my excuses, and I almost died many, many times. Never wanted to feel like a loser, but always knew deep down in I was. And what's the difference between somebody that's winning and somebody that's losing? The biggest difference is the level of belief in their excuses, period. The level of belief in their excuses. About today, when I went out, again, it was 90 degrees in Ohio with unbelievable humidity. It was very warm. And about, I don't know, mile 1.7, my left ankle started hurting. And I mean, it started hurting. I was like, oh God, this sucks really bad, really bad. What am I going to do? I thought, well, I could, cut through over here and be home in the next probably 5 minutes and just stop. And I was like, no, man, you go all in. You go all in. That pain will subside. Walk it off. Keep going. Keep going. Push forward. So instead of turning right and going and making this little shortcut to get back over to my house, I hung a Louie. I made a left and I went deep into this other area, and it's a big neighborhood. And I just kept going. And as I kept going, I felt that pain. I was like, go harder, go faster, run. And I started running. And I felt it with every freaking step. I felt it. And guess what? It passed. It went away. The pain stopped. The pain stopped. That's just lactic acid buildup, man. It's trying to get out of there. Why did you start at so high a level of miles when that's definitely not high? It's not high for me. That's not high. You know, if you haven't listened to, and I almost said read, I will not ever recommend anyone to read this book. I will recommend that you listen to this book. Listen to this book. And it's David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. If you've not listened to that book, first off, if you're offended by bad language, prepare to be really super offended because it will offend you. If you've not listened to David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, you don't even know what you're missing out on. This guy was a Navy SEAL, is a Navy SEAL, was, I don't know, what's the rule on that? Like always a Navy SEAL, once a Navy SEAL, always, I don't know. But anyway, I digress. He's considered the baddest man alive. The dude is amazing. I wish Scott Simons was on here right now. Somebody tag Scott Simons. Scott has worked out with David Goggins. He's actually worked out with David Goggins. David Goggins, you listen. Don't read this book. Listen to David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. It will freaking change your life. It will change your life. Triggered. You know what David Goggins says? And I know he's right. I know that he's right. And your mind is, I'm fired up now. You done got me all fired up now, Cindy. Here's the thing. Your mind is so freaking powerful, man. It's so powerful. And you are holding back. You're holding yourself back. David Goggins says he realized that when his mind was telling him, it's time to stop, man. This shit hurts. It's time to stop. I'm in pain. Stop. His body's screaming at him. Stop, stop, stop. He dug deep. He dug really, really deep. And he found a totally different David Goggins in there that knew nothing about that pain. That knew nothing about the pain that his body was feeling and telling him to stop. He found a completely different person inside himself. And he kept pushing. And he said he did this over and over and over and over. He tells a story of running a 100-mile marathon. Falls down, has blood coming out of places in your body that you don't ever want to see blood and nastiness coming out. And realizes that he has a fracture or several fractures in his foot. And he should have stopped. And that was at mile 70, I think he said. I don't remember exactly. And what did he do? And Jesse Itzler tells this story in his book about it too. What did he do? He wrapped his foot with duct tape, put his sock on, his shoe on, and got back up and went on to finish the race. And he thought on the 100th lap, it was a 1-mile track. On the 100th lap, he thought, was that 99 or was that 100? Man, I think it was 100. Hey, Yuri Choi, how are you? Good to see you. She's amazing, y'all. She is absolutely amazing. He thought, did I just do 100 or was that 99? He said, I did another lap just because I wanted to make absolutely certain that I did 100 and they couldn't call me back on that. With broken bones in his foot. And he said that he realized that when his mind was telling him to stop, that he had only reached about 40% of what he was actually capable of. Yes, Chad, this is the 40% guy. And he moved in with Jesse Itzler, Sarah Blakely's husband. Jesse is the founder of Marquis Jets that he sold his company to Warren Buffett. Sarah Blakely is the founder and billionaire owner of Spanx. Jesse is insane. I've had conversation with Jesse. He is an amazing human being. I've been on a live stream with Jesse. Amazing dude. And Jesse hired David Goggins to come and live with him. He wrote a book about it called Living with a Seal. Jesse also went and lived with monks one time. He has another book called Living with Monks. But see, these are the books that I listen to, that I read. Because I want to be better, man. I don't want these excuses in my life. The only thing holding us back in life are the stupid excuses. It's the excuses. You know as well as I know that when you want something, I mean, you really want something bad enough, you get it. You know that. You know that. There's a voice inside of you that has helped you survive all of these years. I don't care how old or how young you are, you have survived. There have been times when you thrived. And the reason you thrived is you wanted it really bad. And no matter what came up, no matter what excuse, no matter what, you got it. It's the excuses that hold us back. It's the excuses that stop us from achieving our dreams. It's the excuses that make us say, man, don't go 3 miles. You're just getting back into this, man. Just do a mile. Start slow. No, man, go all in. Forget about the excuses. Let somebody else live on excuses. Live your life at a different level. Take it to the limit, the Eagles said. Take it to the limit and beyond that. Drop the excuses and you will have a different life. Reach deep down inside of you, because when you think you've had enough, you've only hit 40% of your potential. When you think you can't go any further, you've only reached 40% of your potential. When you feel like there's nothing left in the tank, you have 60% left. So when your body's screaming at you, you can't go any further. When your mind is screaming at you, I'm not going to be able to pay the bills. When you're freaked out about, oh, I got to take a chance and buy this course, go buy my course, for the love of God. Go get it already. You know you've already thought about it. If you haven't gotten it, go look at the testimonials. I mean, Scott McCain, a world-class Hall of Fame speaker, sent me a testimonial video talking about how great the course is and what it's done for him. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Go over to the growliveacademy.com, click on the sign me up button. You might be surprised at the discounted rate that I have applied on that button right now. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. Go get the 100 live streaming ideas. Do you know that I've seen I watch my numbers on live streams, who comes in, who chats, who's putting comments in, and it's been thousands. Growlive.online is that I changed the domain. That'll actually still take you there, but James, I changed it to growliveacademy.com. But I've seen all of these amazing people coming in to my live streams, making comments and high-fiving me on posts and stuff, that haven't gone and downloaded the ebook. Why? You're not a fake friend, are you? Go get the ebook. Go get the ebook. If you've been thinking about getting the course, right now is the very best time to get it. I promise you, I will never allow this price to go again, ever. And it's this week. I am not kidding you. Right now, I dropped a video just a little bit ago in there about lighting, how to get the right lighting, and a little trick I learned recently. So look, and that's not what this live stream's about. This live stream's about excuses. Don't make any more excuses. And if you're making excuses about like, well, I got to make some cold calls. I got to call, but I haven't made this call because I'm afraid to, or whatever it is, drop the excuses. Drop the excuses. Listen to the David Goggins book, Can't Hurt Me. Be prepared to hear a lot of F-bombs in it. A lot. Well, I can't take that. My ears can't hear that. Come on, man. Get over it. You've heard it before. You'll be all right. That's an excuse. No, it's not. I don't fill my ears with that kind of language. Okay, whatever. Then don't listen to it. But it will change your life. Good morning, Banumati. Am I saying that right? Banumati. Rana. Banumati. I don't know. I think I got it. That's close. Banumati. Look, if you're doing 2 miles right now, Cindy, that's awesome. If you're doing 2 miles a day, tomorrow, double it. Do 4. Double it. Give it everything you have. Go to bed tomorrow knowing you left it all on the field. Or just increase it a little bit. Do 2.5, but increase it. Increase your daily goals. Increase your activity. And give up the excuses, because the excuses, they're not serving you. They are not serving you, I promise. They're not serving you. Give up your excuses. Go to 100 live streaming ideas or 100 live stream ideas, either one.com, and download my free ebook. There is the opportunity to grab the starter course for $47. Right below the download button, there's a little video of me explaining what comes in that course. There's a little starter course that I have in there. You can get started in the basics of live streaming, learning some of the stuff that I teach. I did all new content for this starter course, and it's only $47. And you get 2 other PDF documents in the PDF vault inside the course. One is a weekly live stream planner and one is a daily live stream planner. Check them out. Seriously, go in there, look at it. I'm telling you, for $47, this thing's got, and this video I just dropped in the main course, I'm actually putting that video in the starter course as well, because it's a really important lighting video that people need to see. A lot of people need to see. See, I see a lot of people going live that definitely need to take my course. Definitely need to take my course, because I explain all of the details, I give you a blueprint on how to go live, how to talk with an audience, how to do everything that I do and I've helped so many other people do on live streams. I mean, look, drop your excuses. They are not serving you. They're not serving you. Have an ankle injury. Well, be careful on your ankle injury. I love you all. I really do. I really do. I sat here, honestly, when I started 75 Hard back in last July, I weighed 236 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall, so I had a bit of a belly on me. When I finished, I weighed 206 pounds. I lost 30 pounds. Or no, I weighed 235, dropped to 206. Dropped to 206. So I lost 29 pounds in those 75 days. That I finished at the end of November. Or no, October. Was it October or November? I don't remember the exact date. Might have been October. And then slowly but surely, the excuses started creeping in. Slowly but surely, oh, I can have this donut. Slowly but surely, this and that. And then I slowly but surely, then coronavirus hit and I stopped going to the gym altogether. And I put on another 20, I put 20 pounds back on. And I sat here thinking about this tonight before I went live. And I got really disgusted with myself. I got really disgusted because I allowed these excuses to creep back into my life, to my existence on this planet. And it really ticks me off. It really ticks me off. that I've allowed myself to go back down into that whirlwind of excuses. It's disgusting. I would encourage you to drop the excuses. Really list them out. Get a piece of paper out and write out, what are some of my excuses? I want to go to Hawaii. Why have I not gone to Hawaii yet? And write it down. Why have I not gone to Hawaii? I want to make $1 million a year. Why am I not making $1 million per year? I want to make 10 million per year. Why am I not making $10 million per year? Whatever it is, I want you to really think about what it is that you are making excuses about. What is it? What is it? And then, you know what? One by one, start changing your actions. Make your bed every morning, as my buddy Glenn Morshower talks about. Make your bed. Make your bed. The very first thing that you accomplish in the day, check it off. Boom, bed made. Now move on with your day. Start making different actions, taking different steps in your life. Go for a walk, a vigorous walk, not a stroll. There's a difference between a stroll and a vigorous walk, just so we're clear. Huge difference. Hey, Sandy McNichol, how are you? Excuses are like weeds in a garden. They do sneak up on you, man. They really do. Score 1 for you recognizing it. Now crush it. Dude, you know what? And I, again, yes, but I'm taking it one moment at a time. See, there's this thing with me. If I try to go too far out, like with 75 hard, had I ever thought about day 75 and really put thought into it, I would have never made it. That was way too far out. I took it one single day at a time. I took it one workout at a time. We went to Florida last year in the middle of 75 hard, and we drove 12-hour drive. We drove and had to stop along the way and work out. It was tough. Then on the way back, on the way down there, we stopped and stayed the night in a motel or a hotel. And on the way back, I drove from Destin, Florida, all the way back to Ohio. And we ran into some traffic and some construction, whatever. It took us 13 and a half hours to get home. Pulled in the driveway at 3:24 a.m. Had done the first workout in the ocean that morning. Before the rules are before you go to sleep. Nobody had been asleep. I drive all the way back, 3:24. I pull in. We get the kid in the bed. We get my wife's like, I'll just walk around the cul-de-sac for 45 minutes with the dogs and get my workout in. You go to the gym. I went to the gym, got to the gym, I don't know, 4:00 in the morning. At 4:45 or so, I was literally almost dead. I was on the treadmill. Like, all I'm doing is the treadmill. Homeboy ain't pushing any iron tonight. And I got on the treadmill and I worked. I'm telling you, the last 10 minutes of that workout seemed like 15 years. I'm not kidding you. I was watching the clock. I was thinking, oh my God, please let this be over soon. I can't take it anymore. But I got it done. And I drove home, got home at 5:00 in the morning. I drove home. I fell into bed with a freaking smile from ear to ear because I had accomplished something that I knew I was not capable of accomplishing. I knew it. There's no way. I'm screwed. I'm going to have to start over on 75 hard. I remember thinking that. And that's not the way it went down. I dropped the excuses and I completed that day. And then I got up the next day and did it again. And I finished 75 hard. And let me tell you something. If I sound like I'm bragging, I am. And if you think, oh, 75 hard, blah, 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 that's not that big of a deal, then do it. 75 days in a row, do it. Do it. And then come at me, bro. Go do 75 hard, 75 days in a row. Follow a diet, no cheat meals. That means you don't get to have that cheat meal pizza on Friday night. No cheat meals. You can only follow a diet. You have to follow a strict diet. Work out twice a day, 45 minutes each. Once has to be outside, no matter what. Yeah, but there's a hurricane out there. Good luck. Bring a tie-down rope or something, man, because you know what? You got to go outside and work out. Drink 1 gallon of water every single day and read 10 pages out of a self-help book every day. And here's a big one. Do not forget to take a picture, a progress picture every day. I saw people that forgot to take the picture. A good friend of mine, Linda, had to start over on day 12 or 13, I think, because she forgot to take her picture. Oh. My wife laid down in bed one night while we were doing 75 hard. And like, I was just getting to that spot where I was like falling asleep. You know what I'm talking about. And she wasn't asleep yet. And I hear her jump out of bed and it scared the crap out of me. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I forgot to take my picture." And I go, "Oh my gosh, did you fall asleep?" She goes, "No, not yet. I was just starting to fall asleep." And I'm like, "Picture." And she jumps up and goes in and takes her picture. And that was like day 50 or something. Oh, that's crazy. Leanne Isaacson, I saw you this morning, didn't I? Yes, you were on this morning. I'm awake now, LOL. This is my morning. She's in Australia. James Baudouin. I just love saying that the way Siri does. What's the most valuable thing you learned after 75 hard? Well, what I learned from doing 75 hard is I am so much more capable. God. I am so much more capable, and so are you. You know, when I interviewed Andy Frisella on my show, I'd started doing 75 hard just a couple of days later because he challenged me kind of. And so I started doing it. And I was scared to death, man. I am not even going to lie. I was scared. I hadn't worked out in 20 years, 10 years. 10 years I hadn't worked out. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to a 45-minute workout outside and a 45-minute workout inside or outside again, whatever. But I got to do 2 of these a day for the next 75 days. Okay. I was scared, but man, there was something that woke up inside of me. And that trip back from Florida and pulling in the drive at 3:24 in the morning, I'll never forget that time for some reason. Pulling in the drive at 3:24 in the morning and going to the gym and working out and not getting home until almost 5 a.m. or right at 5. On, I don't even know. I mean, I had been up almost 24 hours. I realized at that moment that, remember I told you I laid my head down on the pillow that night and I just smiled. I was like, I cannot freaking believe I just drove 13 and a half hours and I went to the gym and worked out on little sleep. What I learned is I am so much more capable than I give myself credit for. And so are you. I promise you, you are. Go check it out, 100livestreamingideas.com. Watch the video on the download page and check out the $47 little mini course that I created. It will help you with live streaming. I promise you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for jumping on here, all of you. For all of you that shared this out, thank you. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Hold it. Leanne, what did you say here? I have this week run 2 online sessions for speakers using LinkedIn for finding speaking gigs. I've been working on it for a long time and using excuses to not run it. Got the monkey off my back and just did it. Amen, Leanne. Amen. There you go. There you go. Drop the excuses. Drop the excuses. Stop living in the past, Robert. Stop remembering going down to Gold's Gym and start remembering with, I'm crushing it now because I dropped every excuse that I ever had. Love you guys. For real. Love you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you later. Peace.